Right now at 10, severe weather area. What our first warned weather team is tracking.
And a train collides with a semi-trailer. What witnesses saw at the scene.
Plus, the wait is finally over. The Packers 2025 schedule released. Jacob breaks down the big matchups.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
Well, our dry streak is coming to an end because we've got an alert day tomorrow. Let's send it right over to Greg Barnhart for the latest.
Yeah, definitely enjoy tonight because those warm temperatures are pretty much what we're going to see. Not going to see too much in the future. 70s right now. We had a few showers or storms, but the alert day conditions come into effect because we do have that major system coming through tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow afternoon when the main front develops a line of severe storms around 3 to 7, and it's really east of the river with the highest threat looks to be along I-94 and further east. The hail and tornado threat has increased compared to yesterday just because of the curvature of this line, but we'll have to keep an eye out. This could change timing wise, but it looks to be fairly limited time frame. Overall, these temperatures going in for your morning are kind of what your highs will be this weekend. So kind of get out there and enjoy these warm conditions as you wake up because we're not going to see this for quite a while too. Otherwise, we do have a little bit of opportunity to see some showers, maybe Wabasha, Winona up to Red Wing as this line begins to push east. This outflow could actually probably produce maybe a few storms that could get to the morning hour for maybe Eau Claire, but not expecting too much in the way of activity. Then we'll have a dry break late morning to early afternoon. Notice the winds too. It's going to be breezy, potentially up to 20 miles per hour winds out of the southeast, and that'll continue for La Crosse to and Eau Claire to the afternoon. But as we go into the afternoon, we'll time out the rest of the storms, show you how much cooler it's going to get for Friday and for the weekend, and then a wet next week too. So the second half of the month is going to be totally different than the first half.
Complete switcheroo. Thanks, Greg.
In preparation for tomorrow's weather, La Crosse will be designating emergency shelters. From 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Copeland, Luth, Wittenberg, and Haas Parks will be available for those seeking shelter. All city parking ramps will also be available.
And a reminder, you can always track weather 24/7 with our First Warn Weather app. It's available at the App Store or on Google Play.
Well, a wild scene in Buffalo County this morning. A semi-trailer filled with farm fertilizer collided with a train. According to the sheriff's office, the fertilizer isn't hazardous, but it did leave a big mess. Residents say for a normally quiet town, this is a shock to the system.
I heard it. Yeah, I was in the house. Big bang, then the brakes started squealing.
This is probably the first accident that I've known since I lived here, and I've lived here for literally my whole life.
The road reopened around 3 p.m. No one was injured in the crash.
The La Crosse Chamber of Commerce hosted a meet and greet with the new mayor tonight. The Chamber's monthly forum invited Shondell Washington Spivey as a guest speaker for chamber members at the Capella Performing Arts Center. Washington Spivey says it's important for him to meet with representatives from local businesses.
There's a lot of folks that are represented from various industries today, and so I just look forward to connecting, hearing what they have to say, and beginning to develop a new path forward.
The chamber clarified today's event was not a public forum.
Law enforcement agencies in Winona are honoring their fallen officers. Today's memorial service is part of a National Police Week, remembering all officers who have given their lives in the line of duty. That includes Winona Police Department's Matthew Hamilton, John Schneider of the Winona County Sheriff's Office, and Wisconsin State Patrol Trooper Ted Foss.
I think this is a way for us to, we talk about our relationships and our times and get them to understand that, you know, this is a brotherhood. This is a time to get together and remember them and honor them, but also think about ourselves too.
La Crosse Police Department will host a memorial service at Riverside Park tomorrow.
Flags are flying at half-staff across Wisconsin to honor Hmong Lao veterans and their courage and sacrifice during the Vietnam War. In a statement today, Governor Tony Evers said these heroes deserve every honor and respect they've earned. Senator
Baldwin is demanding answers from Health Secretary Kennedy about cuts to Wisconsin health programs. During the Senate Health Committee's HHS budget hearing, Baldwin outlined concerns of the lack of details in that budget.
Secretary Kennedy, this isn't about your hiding information from me. This is about your hiding information from the American public. And if you're going to cut cancer research or gut mental health support, at least stand by your work and explain it to the American people.
During the hearing, Baldwin also raised concerns about eliminated services for families, children, and people in crisis.
Well, a new legal move by Milwaukee County Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan, filing a motion to toss out the indictment against her. She's accused of helping an undocumented man evade arrest by immigration agents at a courthouse.
Wisconsin lawmakers advancing a bill allowing pharmacists to prescribe birth control. The goal, provide more health care options and reduce unplanned pregnancies. The bill moves to the state Senate.
Quick Trip getting a big honor once again, the best gas station brand in the U.S. That's the word from USA Today. It also topped the list for best gas station for food. Of course, it's known for its bakery and fried chicken.
Well, the La Crosse School District is hosting a series of visioning sessions. The sessions ask the community what they would like to see in the district and what they should prioritize in the future. Tonight's session,
life skills as opposed to core academics. I think that might relate to kind of some embedded trust in schools about the academics and an interest in ensuring that we have productive citizens here in our community.
Engel says the district has already held about 15 public forums. They have also sent a survey out to La Crosse residents.
A possible solution to the child care workforce shortage in Wisconsin. Western Technical College launching a new apprenticeship program to try and address the region's need. Students in this program will be able to work full-time at a child care center, earning valuable experience in the field. Meanwhile, they'll be enrolled in one early childhood education course at Western Technical. That class will be taught completely online to fit in with student schedules. College officials know there's a need for more child care workers, and they say this new program will allow students to work in the industry while still pursuing their education.
This was, I think, well aligned with some of the opportunities that we had seen at Western to write a grant to help do it, and then pull in this need for how do we support child care deficit in the area.
A Department of Education grant made this apprenticeship program possible. Western also working with Wisconsin's Department of Workforce Development on the initiative. Interested employers can get grants from DWD to help pay for their employees' tuition so that they can take part in the program.
That's just a great opportunity, and we wanted to start this one earlier so that we could jump on the bandwagon with that grant that's already existing and going on.
Students will complete the program in 2 years and are required to have 4,000 hours of on-the-job time. The program will officially launch this fall.
UW-La Crosse will hold their spring commencement ceremony Saturday at the La Crosse Center, and News 8 will have live coverage.
We sure will. 3 separate ceremonies for different colleges at 9:30, 12:30, and 3:30. You can watch all of them live on our second channel, 8.2. You can also stream them from our website or on the News 8000 app.
Students showcase their talents in Logan High School's pool today. The 12th annual Adaptive Physical Education Swim Meet featured 30 swimmers from Central and Logan High Schools. The meet featured races and a diving board showcase. Swimmers have been practicing for the event since September.
All of their hard work all year goes into this one day where they get to show all of their teachers, their parents, their family members, their peers, everybody what they've been working so hard on each week. Those fears that they've overcome, the new skills they've learned, and just putting it all together.
Organizers say the swim meet has become a highlight of the year for the school district.
The first American Pope grew up just a few hours from the Cooley region. So this week, I went down to Chicago's South Side to explore Pope Leo XIV's humble beginnings. The Pope, formerly known as Robert Prevost, lived right here in this 3-bed, 750-square-foot house. Since his election to lead 1.4 billion Catholics, tourists and media are flocking to the area to feel connected to him. Neighbors say they have seen hundreds visit each day.
I've seen people come and pray and touch the Pope's house and begin praying. I even saw a lady come in that tree right there. She took the branch off and the leaves off. She said, "I'm gonna take it home as a souvenir."
The village isn't suddenly a holy shrine. It's a community with its own challenges. So at Thursday at 6, how the papal announcement may revitalize a village down on its luck.
Still to come, President Trump's efforts to reset foreign relations in the Middle East.
Plus, FAA officials face questioning over safety concerns.
It's customer appreciation time at Wesco, and we're saying thank you with exclusive savings on furniture and bedding, and your deal is just one spin away. Every spin wins, whether you're upgrading your bedroom or furnishing your dream living room. Now's the perfect time to save in style. your style, your savings, your Wesco. Step in and spin before this deal rolls away. And don't forget to tell them Peyton sent you.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
I want to drive a big truck.
College, tuition, bills. Someday I'll get that new truck.
This is just where we're at right now. Someday you'll get that big truck.
We've waited 40 years for this Denali, and it's beautiful. Is the big truck next?
Some kids just never grow up.
President Trump continues his travels to the Middle East.
His Wednesday visit to Qatar included brushes with camels and soccer balls and a major announcement involving Boeing. CBS News' Torian Small has more.
The president kicked off day 2 of his trip to the Middle East with a meeting with Syria's new leader, an insurgent who rose to power after overthrowing the dictator Bashar al-Assad. The meeting came one day after President Trump lifted all sanctions against Syria, a move hailed by Arab leaders. The president also indicated he'll consider normalizing relations with Syria and expressed confidence in its leader.
Young, attractive guy, tough guy. Strong pass, very strong pass fighter.
The president later arrived in Qatar, where he was greeted by red Tesla Cybertrucks, dozens of mounted camels, and a red carpet. Together, the president and Qatar's Emir Sheikh witnessed a signing ceremony for Qatar Airways, which has agreed to buy 210 aircrafts from Boeing.
It's the largest order of jets in the history of Boeing. That's pretty good. It's over $200 billion.
The Qatari emir later presented President Trump with a soccer ball representing the World Cup coming from Qatar to North America. In a Wednesday night speech, President Trump praised Qatar for working with the U.S. to negotiate a deal with Iran to wind down its nuclear program. This comes a day after the president called Iran the most destructive force in the Middle East and vowed that it would not get nuclear weapons.
There's a friendly and a non-friendly, and the non-friendly is a violent course, and I don't want that. I'll say it up front, I don't want that, but they have to get moving. I hope the Iranian leaders understand.
The president is scheduled to continue his tour of the Middle East Thursday with a trip to the United Arab Emirates. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
FAA officials testified today before a Senate committee to address concerns about air safety, air traffic controller shortages, and outdated technology. Lawmakers on both sides want answers following a string of delays, cancellations, and tech issues at Newark, including a complete radar outage for 90 seconds. The agency says it's working on a short-term fix that includes technical repairs and cutting flights to reduce congestion while dealing with a shortage of controllers.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at is during those 90 seconds, was there a significantly heightened danger to the flying public?
I don't believe there was a heightened significant danger to the flying public. But with that being said, from where I sit, we want to remove all risk to the flying public.
McIntosh also confirmed that a hotline connecting the Pentagon air traffic control to FAA controllers has been offline for more than 3 years.
Well, we'll have more news ahead.
But first,
definitely going to be stormy and windy for the next 24 hours through Thursday, and then much colder as we go to Friday, and colder for the weekend too. We'll break all the temperatures down and track the storms out coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Looking for a new ride? At Ultra, we know some family members are pickier than others. Apply today at driveultra.org and find a ride that makes everyone happy. No payments for 90 days. Driver tested, puppy approved. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
You're ready for home improvement. Bathroom, kitchen, windows, doors, and more. The question is who? Begin here. The Board Store Home Improvements. The most experienced sales team in the area. The most experienced installation team. Plan with designers concerned about meeting your wants and needs. Choose from a selection of superior products. Receive a detailed proposal and a firm price. No pressure, no games. Recently voted Best of La Crosse, locally owned and operated. More than you expect for less than you thought. The Board Store.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like $50 off all Aaron's walk-behind mowers or new Husqvarna riding mowers powered by Briggs & Stratton engines. Plus, as a family-owned business, we offer the Blaine's Best Price Promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor palette.
Well, you know, people think I'm funny, too.
Nah, it's your palate.
What?
Arby's, we have the meats.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Seatbelts? Nah, don't worry about it. All right.
Those dudes are going nowhere fast.
Donald Driver!
Buckle up, fellas. If you don't, it could cost you money or worse.
Got that? I told you. You were right.
Click it or kick it. Together, we can save lives.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Plus, cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You have quite a bit of change coming up for the second half of May. If you enjoyed the warm, dry conditions, it's going to be a total flip going towards the second half of May, and maybe it might be until June till we see 80 degrees. Definitely doesn't look like any 80s all the way through next weekend. The storms have pretty much finished. Still warm night. Enjoy the warm conditions. May not get well below 70 as you wake up, and a little bit more muggy too. Then as we go tomorrow, breezy, still warm. A lot of areas well into the 80s. In fact, some areas could get close to 90 depending on how things play out. The severe storms are in the afternoon, but it's only for a small area, and it's only for a small time frame too. A lot of the evening actually will be not impacted by the severe weather. Wind much colder Friday. The wind will continue Saturday and the weekend. It's going to be back to the 60s, even 50s. So quite a bit of drop compared to what we had last weekend, and for the stretch that we've had almost 80 degrees. But so the alert day once again is for that 3 to 7 time frame. In most areas, it's going to be like an hour to 2 hour time frame for each individual location to see these storms come through. Yesterday was more damaging wind, but now the line has kind of made a little bit more of a curvature, so that hail threat has come up. And also the tornado threat has come up too with this. It'll develop over the river close to it or east, and the biggest threat right now still remains I-94, and east of that area is where that line will come through some point. So that's the main threat we're looking at right now. Really, we're overall still likely category still, and the threat, as I mentioned, these two threats have come up. They are going to be moving fairly quickly, so the wind threat's still there, and regardless, we're going to have strong winds outside the thunderstorms, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. But as you notice, the threat really diminishes the probability as you go well west of the river, indicating that we're going to have a cap once again in place. We'll flip back right there to that. Here's the storms I mentioned in the morning. This is actually outflow-driven thunderstorms that will continue to push through the Minneapolis. They may spark off a few showers across the area during the morning. It would be isolated to scattered. If we see anything about 8 to 10 a.m. time frame, don't expect any of that to be severe, but that's a possibility. Once we get past that, late morning, noon should be fairly quiet. The wind will be the factor, warm conditions, and then about 2 to 3 is when this cap breaks and allows these thunderstorms to grow. And there's still a little bit of question of where it does, but it's probably going to break somewhere along the river and east and could be scattered initially. But once it gets going, you're going to see probably a line form right along or just west of I-94, and that'll explode fairly quickly. Now, this has pushed a little bit further northeast in the last 24 hours. We'll see if it kind of develops further west, but overall, if you're west of the river, it's pretty much going to be over with fairly quickly. At 4 p.m., you're already done. 5 p.m., it's already east of the area, so by the time we get to like 6 to 7, we're kind of in the clear for the most of the rest of the night, and it's fairly quiet night regardless of the wind continuing to blow, and then we'll continue to see more showers come in. The showers come back in Friday. It's going to be a wet day, cloudy day, cool with quite a bit of wind going on in the afternoon too. That'll be the main story for Friday. You'll notice the temperature drop more in the 70s and 60s. The wind, 35 to 45 gusts potentially on Friday. That'll be the story going forward, and we'll get through all the temperatures here, but as we go through the weekend, the temperatures by Saturday, 60s and 50s, definitely a change from last weekend, and the cool conditions continue all through next week, but then it gets very wet as we go Monday night through Wednesday, the potential of some areas getting over 2 inches of rain during the Monday night to Wednesday time frame. So quite a change going on. Keep alert on your phone for tomorrow afternoon and evening. Now, it won't impact all activities. So if you have activities after like 6 or 7, it will be just okay, but we'll definitely kind of track that out and keep you updated throughout the day tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, unpacking the schedule, dates, times, opponents, official, a full list of regular season games, plus analysis on week 1 from a Packers insider. Jacob is next.
Get up to 60% off list prices
at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Like a modern chaise with storage that's also a sleeper. Relax and recline for just $495. Get a Sealy Queen mattress starting at $299.
Do not miss this one.
The results are in for the 2025 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Here's one of the many businesses that won this year.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up, shut up. Pivot!
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
The Driftless region is a thriving community where tradition and innovation shine. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like iron, sulfur, PFAS, and manganese. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
All new Sealy Posturepedic now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for $299. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get 60-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. The memorial sale at Slumberland.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we are still 116 days away from the Packers' regular season opener, but the excitement was high for Green Bay supporters and fans across the NFL as the full schedules were released. For the first time in Matt LaFleur's time as head coach, the Green and Gold will begin their season at Lambeau Field against the Lions at 3:25. Some other highlights from the schedule include a Week 2 matchup at home against Washington, who was in the NFC Championship just a year ago, a Week 8 primetime slot with potentially an Aaron Rodgers-led Steelers team, and then the Lions once again on Thanksgiving. Packers insider Jason Wilde says that Week 1 date with Dan Campbell's team might be a good time to catch the reigning NFC North champs.
Maybe that's the best time to play the Lions, right? They have 2 new coordinators, having lost Ben Johnson to the Bears as their head coach and Aaron Glenn to the Jets as their head coach. Maybe it'll take them a while to get their sea legs, so maybe that's a good thing to face the Lions out of the chute.
That Week 1 game will be right here on News 8. For a full list of the schedule in Green Bay, for the Packers and the Vikings, head to our website, news8000.com. The Logan Rangers and Aquinas Blue Golds meeting for the second time this week, this time at Seminary Field. Top of the third here with the bases loaded. Owen Check lines one into left. That rolls all the way to the fence. 3 score, and Logan leads 5-0. Bottom of the frame, and the Blue Golds respond. Jacob Thornton lines one out into right field. That scores 2, 5-2 now. One batter later, Isaac Shelfout pulls one into left. 2 more score, and now it's a 1-run game. Aquinas would tie it up in the 6th, but Logan would plate 2 in the 7th, and they go on to take this one 7-5. Brewers in desperate need of a win in the series finale against the Guardians. 5th inning, the game gets knotted up at 2, courtesy of Sal Frelick's 2nd home run of the season. Then in the 6th, Rhys Hoskins delivers. This ball just barely gets over the glove of Daniel Schneemann, and William Contreras scores from second to take the lead. And then in the 9th, more Hoskins. This ball is going to get down, and 2 more will score. How about a 4-hit, 5 RBI day for Rhys? Good one at the office for him, and the Brewers salvage a game in the series against Cleveland. And the hottest team in baseball stays scorching. 2 more wins in double duty for the Twins, make it 10 wins in a row after 6-3 and 8-6 results from Baltimore. And then the Western Conference Finals, blank right now. Timberwolves were ahead by 15 last time we had a check-in on that one. And it is Wednesday, so that means it is time for the newest batch of News 8 Play of the Week nominees. And getting things started at number 1, a big win last night for La Crescent Hoka over the 5th-ranked team in Class 2A, Caledonia. Lexi Keesaw, a very difficult out as she went 3 for 4 with multiple runs driven in the 5-1 win. Next up, check out Melrose Mindoro center fielder Anna Radcliffe flashing the leather on the shallow pop fly. Full extension makes the play. And if you lay your body out with a News 8 camera in attendance, good chance you're up for Play of the Week. All right, let's head to the track for these last 3. We haven't forgot about those athletes, and make it 3 straight sports seasons for Blake Thierry being up for Play of the Week. PDC stud, first in the 110 and 300 hurdles, as well as triple jump, and second in the long jump. Elsewhere at the South Central Cooley Challenge, impressive showing by Luther star Jack Schmeling, clearing 6 feet 6 inches in high jump, which was good enough for the gold. The future Badger also took first in the shot put on the day. And at number 5, how about the performance by Westby's Allie Fortune on the long jump, 18 feet 2 1/4 inches on that attempt right there. And folks, that is a new school record. To cast your vote, head to news8000.com under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week and choose your favorite. Voting is live right now and ends on Friday at 5. I'll look for sports, more news coming up next.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
At Taco John's, we serve a higher standard of flavor with grilled chicken, creamy fiesta sauce, and always hot potato olays. That's what we call West-Mex. Try our freshest lineup yet with a new Fiesta menu only at Taco John's.
Big things are happening in neighborhoods all over Wisconsin where an all-new scratch game from the Wisconsin Lottery is making a splash. It is absolutely amazing. It's $2,000 loaded, a brand new $20 scratch game. It's a number match game with over 1,900 top prizes of $2,000 and over $7 million in total prizes. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
I want to drive a big truck.
College, tuition, bills. Someday I'll get that new truck.
This is just where we're at right now. Someday you'll get that big truck.
We've waited 40 years for this Denali, and it's beautiful. Is the big truck next?
Some kids just never grow up.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the FlexSteel Spring Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
In Minnesota, one family is dealing with unexpected visitors.
Frankie McAllister spoke with the homeowner who says they keep waking up to a family of black bears.
So we get up and actually we saw them outside too, out the back, so they were more out back.
It's been nearly 4 years since Tammy Madsen and her husband purchased their Isanti County home.
Our camera goes off constantly all night long and he gets up and checks it and he goes, oh, they're back.
They, as in the neighbors they haven't met.
We looked out and it's like, oh my gosh, there's 5 bear out here. One large, one kind of medium, I would say, and then 3 smaller cubs.
Black bears.
They've been here every single day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday, been here 3 times today.
Which is now what she's slightly on edge about.
They were right there in front of the patio door, just looking at us. I'm afraid. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Because they've also caused destruction.
You can tell that's a claw.
Well, bears were caught on cameras just like this one, but the family says, what would you do for the next steps? Here's what they're thinking.
We probably call the DNR and see if they have any recommendations for us.
Because she's not playing the game Goldilocks did.
But the little bears are so cute. They're like climbing the trees and everything. And I mean, they're really cute, but never expected to see a bear, not in my backyard anyway, and not right by my front door.
She's got to be having a pot roast cooking up in there or something. They're smelling something.
You were thinking some honey deposits around the house.
Yeah, I said honey. I was like, maybe they smell some honey or something, but every day?
I know, that's bizarre.
I'd be afraid to leave.
Yeah, to keep getting drawn to the same house.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
No, never. I wonder what is enticing them to come in.
What is it about the Madsen household?
What is it? Yeah. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after the break.
You know it's time to replace some windows, a patio door, an entry door, or all of them. The board stores provided skillful installation of quality products for thousands of your neighbors for 35 years. Double hung slider, casement, awning windows, double glazing, triple glazing, white windows, black windows, wood grain. Our experienced sales staff will help you choose what's best for you, provide a detailed proposal and a firm price. No pressure, no nonsense. One window or a house full, call or visit the board store for a prompt free estimate. More than you expect for less than you thought.
Give your business the dumpster service it deserves for 15% less than you're paying now with Big Hook. Big Hook offers daily, weekly, or monthly pickups with professional drivers and 24-hour emergency service to our La Crosse County customers. New commercial accounts lock in a 15% savings, plus be one of the first 100 to sign up and get free delivery, setup, and a $50 gift card. This is a limited time offer. Save more with service you can trust. Contact Big Hook today.
Fleet Farms Garden Center has discounts on hundreds of plants, flowers, vegetables, fertilizers, and more. Like Farm Fresh Selects 10-inch hanging baskets for $17.99. And large bags of Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil for just $7.99. Plus, get a 21-inch full-bore 3-in-1 push mower on sale for only $259.99. When it comes to the great outdoors, let Fleet Farm handle all your patio, lawn, and garden needs at the best prices guaranteed.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Alert conditions for the severe storms from 3 to 7. If you're west of the river, you're probably going to be in the clear for all this activity. And if you go east, it's going to be a little bit up in the air how quickly, but it won't last all evening. So stay tuned for more updates on that. The other bigger story, the windy and cooler conditions through the weekend. Big change coming with that.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.